Good morning. It's school's almost done. I just got back from a trip to the valley with the school Saturday. I've been going out a lot. I've been finding some antlers. I just haven't been posting videos. I need to post some videos. So hopefully I post this because I made other ones that I haven't posted. Actually, I didn't make the video. I just took video. But if anything, I'll post a few of my hikes and a bunch of antler finds all over New Mexico, 27 and 1. But let's see if you can find anything today. I'm over in New Mexico, over by Jones Peak again. Me and Lupin. So let's go. I just found a really old chalk. I might not even pick it up. But there it is. Little ragworm chalk. Lupin just found this shed. His is better than mine. It's not chalk, it's probably a hard white. That's the brown side, the other side's pretty white. So I'm up on this bench on the east side of Jim Smith Peak. I showed it to you before. Everywhere I've gone this spring I kind of wanted to see if I could find stuff after I shared it with people. And I found a lot of old stuff actually. I've been in there, I've shared it, and there's still old antlers in there. So it's just antlers. Benches are great. This was that bench I walked last year. And even after I share them, I still find antlers. This summer I'm going to start hitting a lot of new spots. So let me finish exploring this bench. I'm still on this bench. I usually don't do like a systematic back and forth, search the whole bench. Unless I know it's a good area. And I know this is a good area. I've shared it. I find antlers every time I come here. And I just found another one. This is the best one I found yet. The other ones weren't great. I found an old chalk. I wouldn't even count that. I found a broken little brown piece. Wouldn't count that. Then I found that deer shed. I'd count that as a shed. And I just found another one. I'll show you. There it is right there if you could spot it. It's in the center so you can probably see it. Let's go look at it. Maybe a big 5 or a small 6. Okay. It's a real small 6. But it's still a decent antler. Not bad, not bad. And it's a brown. That's the best part. I like this area because it's just a series of benches on the non-snow side. And it's just great. Usually if I find a really big 6 or a big 5, I'll start doing circles around it, and sometimes I can find the other one. That one wasn't that big though, so. But we'll look around. We'll see if we can find the other side. A nice little spring. If I had archery deer tag or elk tag, this would be a great little spot for New Mexico here. Something was just here. If you look close, you could see mud. Something was in the water and walked up on this trail before me. Right before I came down here. Let's go look at it though. So it's kind of a nice little wallow. Lupin's taking a bath. It's not clean water, Lupin. And then a little spring that leads to it. Doesn't flow very long. It's like, I don't know, 20 feet. Lots of footprints down in here. I think I came across this a long time ago when I first found this area. When I was doing some map, scouting online, e-scouting, I don't know what it's called. But I was looking at maps online and I picked this area to go shed hunt the first time. I came through this and I remember finding water. I'll mark it this time though. It's a nice little area. Great thing is there's no camera here. I don't know if that many people come in here. It's not too far from the road. Maybe a mile up this little canyon. I don't know how bad the canyon is. We'll find out. We'll go down the canyon. So I just checked and it's not marked on, at least Onyx. It's probably not in any maps, this little spring. So it's a find. I just called it Lupin Spring since he was taking a bath in it. Happy Lupin, you got a spring named after you. I went down the canyon just a little bit and there's more water. This could all dry up throughout the summer. But it looks like it goes for a while. But that little pool back there was a perfect little spot because it had a little pond. Now we're going through this little canyon, and the water's dried up again right here. So I definitely think it dries up below this big boulder and this little rock wall. So far the canyon hasn't been terrible once I got past those big rocks and cliffs. Little trail on and off, and hasn't been too bad. A lot of times canyons are miserable to hike through. This one's not bad. So it looks like earlier in the spring there's water in here, and there's lots of deer tracks actually in this little part. No water in it now though. Here we're just swamped with deer tracks again. Everywhere. They've been eating the green grass in here. And there's just a little bit of water right here, not much. Canyon's opened up a little, the road's right up there. It's not a bad hike up that canyon to that spring. There was other areas where there's water. I don't think it'll last that long though. Lots of deer tracks. New Mexico 15. Someone asked me one of the spots where I see lots of deer or bucks, it's usually right in this area. Alright, I'm gonna go out to the road. Alright, we'll just walk back to the trail. One of the reasons I don't like to take canyons is they're rough a lot of the times. Walking over things, stepping over things, boulders. Another one is I don't find sheds in canyons very often. I'll find deadheads, and every now and then I'll pick up a shed. But number-wise, I just don't find them. So if I wanted to find more sheds, I should have walked the ridges or the sides of the hill or the benches back. Well, I kind of wanted to see about that spring and how much water there was in there, so I walked it back. Well, that's it for today. So what I'm going to do is put together a video of today's hike, and after today's I'll do one from the blue last week though, which is real short, and then I'll just show you a bunch of finds. Escadilla, South Fork, I found some again. Over by Spur Ranch, I found some. New Mexico 15. So mainly in 15, 2701, I'll put together some finds. And that's it. And next week I'm going to go backpacking with Dason, so we'll have a good trip to show you. Look at my new sticker that I got from Rolling Bones Antlers. When I sold, he gave me this sticker. It's pretty cool. I love coues deer sheds, and he knew that, so he gave me the gray ghost here. In New Mexico 15, where I picked up that brown, first elk brown of the season, was right between Jim Smith Peak and Jones Peak. Right along these series of benches, right through here. The water, the spring, was right there in that little canyon. I have found sheds on these ridges also. And that's where I went. I parked right here, walked up the ridge, and then went to those benches. Good morning. We're down here in the blue, me, John, and Lupin, headed up on this Lamphere Canyon ridge above Lamphere Canyon. It's been a couple years since I've been up there, but I usually pick up some sheds. So let's see if we can find some. Some pretty cactus flowers. We're pretty low elevation in the blue, over by the Lamphere Trail. Up on this ridge above me, I found some big elk antlers years and years ago. Kind of a scrub oak, juniper, ponderosa pine area. Quite a bit of sign, but nothing yet. Here's our little deer shed we just found. I saw it and I wasn't sure, so I walked over and it was. It's a little mule deer. I think it's chalk. It's got cracks and stuff, but it's not too old. There's a ridge I usually walk. That's Lamphere Ridge, I guess. We're gonna go down and up on this little bench right here where all those trees are. And right in that canyon's S Canyon. Here's another deer antler. Right there. Looks a lot bigger than the other one we found. It looks like chalk though. Let's go look. Here it is. It's got a little weird area right there. Kind of neat. 4-boy. Not a giant 4-by, but not bad. There's S Canyon. I don't want to go down there. It looks rough. So we're going to stay up here along the edge. Found another one. Right there. You can barely see it. I'll walk up close and go get it. Here's the view. Here on the east side of the blue, looking up at the rim there. I don't know what's across from us, Grant Creek area, I'm not sure. That's a really, really old chalk. So me and John, when we went to the blue, we started right here at Blue Camp Trailhead. I went along the side of S Canyon, picked up all those sheds right in this little area right in here. Those deer sheds. Picked up maybe one right there. I really wanted to check out these benches right here and right there and found nothing on those benches. Then I followed the ridge straight back out to the truck. The thing about this area is mainly deer sheds, but the two biggest elk sheds I ever found were right in that bench on this little ridge before you get to the big Lamphere Ridge. And that's what it looks like from far away. Here's my view. Have you seen this view before? I've been up here many times. Every year I come up here. Every year I always ask myself, why in the world I do this? It's so rough. There's aspens, boulders, down timber everywhere. But every single year I always find some. And I always miss some because I went to chalk. Right there. But there's an antler. I could go home happy now. Let's go look at it. I gotta go up this hill to get it though. This one's a small 6. Nothing great, but it's from last year. It's not even a chalk, it's a hard white. It's got a little chewing on it. Squirrels and stuff. Here's shed number 2. Usually I come in here a little later and all these aspens have bloomed and I can't see as well. Coming in here a little earlier, I could see a little better. I probably walked right past that one. Looks like another hard white. The other thing about coming in here, I never find small ones. They're always 6-point. Sometimes nice ones, but usually just good sheds. Okay, I'm glad John agreed to pick me up, otherwise I never would have found this. Right there, let's go look at it. It looks okay. The last time I saw one it looked giant and it was little, so let's get closer. Not too bad, it's not great either though. Big 5. The big 5's kind of look cool. From last year. It's a hard white. Getting on to chalk. There's a little tiny white-tail antler. We're at South Fork. And look at that thing. I spotted it, not even looping. Hey, come back here with my antler. Let's go look at it. Little white-tail antler. Oh, there it is again. At first I thought I had antlers, but it was just a stick. It's just a dead cow elk.